Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman Khan. We're in London. We've just concluded the Arthur vs. Yard 2 press conference. With me is the one and only Bradley Super Skeete, who has his fight coming up with Hamzah Sheeraz this weekend for the WBO Super Welterweight European title. Bradley, how's life treating you?
All good, mate. Yeah, can't complain. Nearly there now, a couple of days away. Just done the press conference. Weighing tomorrow, fight night Saturday.
Bradley, you've had that time off, which has been talked about quite a bit. Obviously, you've come back. You've had that fight over at the Fight Zone. But what kind of were you doing in that time that you had off? Was it like a mental break from boxing that you needed?
Yeah, initially it was just some time off, a break away from it all, and just to get out of the gym and just to have a bit of normal life. Do you know what I mean? And then it went on, and then I done a bit of PTing, so I was still relatively active and in the gym, and then COVID obviously hit, and then obviously it put not just myself but a lot of active fighters out of the ring. So that's why I was away for so long, and then I got an opportunity to go up to the Ingle gym and not look back since.
A couple of questions that will be asked to fighters who've taken breaks and then come back in is two things. One, if they're still capable, and two, if the ambition is still there. First of all, I'll go with the ambition. Is the ambition, from your own words, still there?
100%. Bigger from big. Like, I fell out of love with boxing, and my last few performances would have shown that it wasn't me in there. The ambition is there. I've moved away. I'm not in my comfort zone. I'm not training 10 minutes away from my house. I've moved up and now living in Sheffield, and like I said, I've made big sacrifices. So the ambition's there for me to do that. Is very big, and I'm like I said, I'm loving boxing again. So definitely the ambition's there.
In terms of your capability, Bradley, you've now made the switch over. Well, it's been a year now since you've gone over to Dom Ingle. You had your style anyway, but the Ingle style is kind of tricky in itself as well. How has it been adapting to that style?
That was me, really. That was good jab, move my feet, and that was me anyway. And now it's added to it, the Ingle way, and it's very good. I like it. It's very effective, and the movement, the footwork, the trickiness is just added to what I already had and better.
Bradley, is there a specific piece of advice or a specific piece of training that you've taken in with you, maybe from Dom, maybe from sparring, from whatever, that you're going in with you into the ring at the weekend?
Yeah, listen, I'm surrounded by Dom, world-class trainers who's been there, done it, got the t-shirt, and I'm surrounded by world-class fighters, and I just took bits and pieces from each and every one of them. And I've been in camps with Kid Galahad, who's been training for his world title, and then he's obviously unsuccessful defending it, but he's the ultimate professional. He's in the gym every day, doesn't miss a day. Even when he's been beat, he's in the gym, he's training. I've been in Kell's back now, he's got the big fight with Khan. Been surrounded in training with Kell, sparring with Kell. Was with Liam when he was fighting Andrade, and they're all preparing for world title fights. Do you know what I mean? And to be amongst it is an honour, really, and just to pick up bits and pieces and be surrounded by it has pushed me on even more, and that's where I want to be.
Dom kind of set the stall for what kind of happened when you got at least when Dom got the call for this fight. Can you tell me what your thoughts were when the opponent, Hamzah Sheeraz, was laid out to you?
Yeah, I said, listen, I've been banging for an opportunity to get a big opportunity. I had a run out in June, and I made it clear then I wanted to get back into bigger and better fights and fight at title level against someone with a winning record who's coming to win. To get Hamzah Sheeraz, who's young, fresh champion, unbeaten, and definitely coming to win, is a great opportunity for me to get back to where I need to be. So when Dom said, no questions asked, I said, get me that fight. I want that fight.
You said something interesting that I thought up there, which was you like Hamzah Sheeraz's style, and you actually believe that Hamza might be able to get to the top there. What is it in Hamza's assets that gives you that belief?
Just what he's done. Do you know what I mean? He's done everything asked of him. He's had 13 fights, and he's been blowing a lot of them away, which he should. Do you know what I mean? At that level and that stage of his career, the people he's been fighting, that's what he should be doing if he's getting these big things spoke about him. And I do like him, and I do like his style, and I think he's a good fighter. But this ain't no Hamzah Sheeraz coming out party. This ain't no breakthrough fight. This is my time to shine and get me back where I need to be, get his belt and push on.
With that said, a lot has been talked about, the weight, the size, the reach of Hamza. You got a chance to kind of get head-to-head with him, looking at him in his eyes. Do you feel that's going to play too much of a factor?
he's big for the weight. Don't get me wrong. He's big for the weight. He struggles. I know for a fact he struggles to make that weight. I've been there and done it. I've been at that like big welterweight, getting down, boiling down, doing all sorts to make the weight. And I think the weight suits me better than him, to be honest. I've moved up from welter to super welter now, and it definitely suits me better. I'm fine. I'm nice. I mean, he's big and he's probably still got a lot of weight to get off now. Do you know what I mean? And it's going to be a struggle for him. So to be in with a fighter like me, who's coming to take his head off his shoulders, is going to be a hard night's work.
Bradley, a couple of things away from you, and I'll bring it back to you. Kell has got his fight announced with Amir Khan. They had their press conference. It was spicy. It was very interesting. The fight we wanted to see. Maybe a little bit too late on look say, but your reaction to that?
Yeah, great fight. It's been spoke about for years. Do you know what I mean? And the last few weeks he's been in, and we've been speaking about it. So it finally got announced, and he's in the gym. He's buzzing, and getting his camp started. And I'm really looking forward to that fight.
Kikad, unfortunately, you referenced earlier, suffered an upset victory. A great moment for Kiko, nonetheless, but it was an unexpected victory there. How's Kid been since that moment?
It's just that split second of switching off has cost him his world title. He knows what he done. He like I said, he's the ultimate pro. I look up so much to him, and just being around him and seeing what he does. Sometimes I don't even need to talk. I just watch and see what he does. And he's in the gym every day. He don't miss a day. And he got beat, and he's back in the gym, and that says it all. He knows what went wrong, and he'll get that rematch, and he'll get his world title back.
Bringing this back to you, is there part of you that wants to kind of, I don't know how to phrase this any better, but kind of shove it down the throats of people who are kind of writing you off, in a sense, who are saying you're too experienced, you're kind of the name for Hamza's record, you're there essentially to be beat? Is there part of you that's want to be like, nah, that's not me?
Listen, this is what's got my back up in this fight. Everyone just seems like they've just brushed my achievements and what I've done aside, and talking about experience, and I can fight, do you know what I mean? I'm a better fighter, and that's going to show on Saturday, and I will be shouting my mouth off and saying, I told you so, don't ever doubt me. So yeah, definitely, that's pushing me and driving me. There's emotion there, do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to fight with that emotion and get silly. I'm going to control it, and listen, after I'll be here telling everyone that I told you so.
Bradley, finally, what can we expect to see from you in the ring on Saturday night?
Just a happy Bradley Skeete, a happy fighter. I love boxing again, and that's me, what I do best. When I love boxing, I'll be at my best.